And then that evening, we have a reading, and this is a reading that's in one of our smaller spaces, so it plays throughout the weekend. A reading of a play called "You Are Cordially Invited to the End of the World" by Keiko Green, and that's directed by Zai Alakan. Um, and that tells the story of a man who is diagnosed with a terminal illness and how he decides to live the rest of his life and how he tries to understand what his mortality means. Keiko's play is really a kind of a celebration of existence and a celebration of the theater. And so while it seems like it tells a dramatic story, which it does, it certainly is a story with depth and stakes. It is really sort of a celebration. It's an event. It's a piece of event theater. So we're very excited to share that with audiences. I would say that overall, it is a presents a wide range of plays. No two plays are really alike in how they share their stories with the world, and also what the content of their stories is. PPF casts are going to be really, really exciting too. It is probably, I don't know if ever is the correct word, but it is one of the largest sort of groups of actors that we've had in the Pacific Playwrights Festival in a long, long time. Because we've got some plays that have a large scope, and so it's a really exciting group of actors, and there are going to be a lot of talented performers on campus here. So on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. we have a playwrights panel. We will have most, if not all, of the playwrights who are involved in the festival on that panel, and that will be moderated by SCR's Artistic and Engagement Associate H. Adam Harris. And so the playwrights will all talk a little bit about the inspiration behind their plays, their process, what it has meant to go through PPF and what they learned during that process. And then we'll, of course, also leave some time for audience questions too.
What do you want the theater participants to get out of the Pacific Playwrights Festival, both the local community and also the theater pros who attend?
Yeah, first of all, honestly, I would love for them to have fun and have a good time and to see some good theater. I think that's really the heart of the festival, from an audience standpoint. Part of how we hope to program the festival is you're not going to see two things that are really alike. We want you to have a wide-ranging experience. For our local audiences, Orange County audiences here, I hope that it invites them to be part of the new play process with South Coast Repertory, to share what excited them and what resonated with them, both within the plays and also within the festival experience overall, and then also to share, their questions, the things that they weren't sure about, because it's always wonderful to essentially be able to provide, sort of through some of these readings, like a sneak peek of what might come on our stages at a future time. And then for the industry professionals, once again, first and foremost, we want them to have a great time and to see some great theater. But we also hope to introduce them to some new writers that they might know, some writers they will know, and also to introduce them to some new plays that might excite them and they might want to bring to their theaters.
Well, add on to that, whether they come to the festival or one of the SCR plays, why is live theater so good for the soul?
Live theater is so good for the soul because I think the live experience means that you're also in community. And I think that being in community is more important than ever now for a variety of reasons. Certainly the pandemic, but even less than that, I think that we're fairly fractured as a society right now. And so to sit next to someone that you don't know what their experience is, you don't know what they're thinking about, you don't know how they're going to acclimate to the play, and to experience something shared together is really more important than ever. And that's why live theater is so important to the soul. My name is Andy Knight. I'm the director of the Lab at SCR at South Coast Repertory. And I want to invite you to come to the Pacific Playwrights Festival May 3rd through 5th at South Coast Repertory. It's a wonderful weekend of new plays, both in stage reading formats and full productions. It is a place to celebrate new theater. It is a place to celebrate new American playwriting. It is a place to see what artists are thinking about today and what will happen next on the stages of the American theater. So I encourage you to come and be one of the people that sees it first.